7 negative effects of mobile phones on society. While there are many benefits of mobile phones, being close to your loved ones, infotainment, helpful in emergency situations, the negative effects of mobile phones in society are largely ignored. Mobile phones have become an important part of our lives. No one can imagine a day without looking at their mobile phone. You might even be watching this video on a mobile phone. But excessive mobile phone usage has a negative effect on society. Spending too much time on a mobile screen affects children's development and education, social interaction, and family relationships. Number 1. Effects of mobile phones on children and teens. Giving mobile phones to children is an easy way to keep them occupied. A lot of parents use this strategy to stop their children from nagging them all the time. However, this approach can have disastrous results on children. Among the many harmful effects of mobile phones on children includes excessively being engrossed on mobile screen for hours. It impacts psychology and development of a child. The use of mobile phones by children interferes with parental bonding. A lack of interaction between the parents and the child can lead to development problems. The use of the internet on cell phones exposes children to inappropriate behaviors. They can easily access sites showing age-inappropriate content. This can have a negative impact on the psyche of the children, leading to disturbing behavior. Moreover, the negative impact of mobile phones on youth is well documented. Studies have shown that teenagers who are addicted to cell phone usage are prone to anxiety, addiction, and depression. Number 2. Effects of cell phones on education. Cell phone effects on education is also a serious societal concern that should not be ignored. Most students can identify the positive impacts of mobile phone usage: increased creativity, productivity, motivation for learning. But the negative effects of mobile phone usage in class outweigh the benefits. Students who use mobile phone excessively perform poorly in class as compared to those who don't. A study has found that cell phone usage in class can have a negative impact on learning outcome due to distraction. Those who use mobile phones in class tend to recall less information and therefore perform badly in exams. Another study, published in the Journal of Community Medicine and Health Education, highlighted many other bad effects of mobile phones on students. The scholars have found that excessive use of mobile phones lead to headache, irritability, and anger. Other common side effects of mobile phones on students include anxiety, insomnia, eye strain, body aches, and mobile phone thumb. The impact of mobile phone on students' life is another area of concern. One study found empirical proof that students who spend a lot of time using their mobile phones become socially deficit. The use of mobile phones negatively affects social relationship. Teenagers who spend a lot of their time on their mobile phones become socially withdrawn. They tend to spend time browsing the net or watching movies instead of interacting with others. The self-enforced isolation can have a negative effect on the social and emotional development of teenagers. They will lack the social skills required to form close relationship with others during their adult lives. 3. Effects of mobile phone on crime. The bad effect of mobile phones on crime has also been highlighted numerous times. The prices of smartphones are on the rise. many people resort to stealing them if they can't afford them. The high price of smartphones has not gone unnoticed by criminals, making it a hot item amongst them. Nearly 1 million smartphones thefts occur each year in the United States. These mobile phones are not just being stolen for their monetary value. The confidential information they contain is used by thieves to carry out identity thefts. They can be used for personal information, to open new accounts, or even to buy properties. Additionally, mobile phone usage has played a role in increasing the incidence of stalking and harassment cases. This is a serious concern, particularly for young women. Number 4. The impact of mobile phone on your health. The increasing usage of mobile phone negatively impacts health. Various studies have shown that mobile phone usage leads to increased risk of cancer. The International Agency for Research on Cancer had classified radiation from mobile phones as possibly carcinogenic. The researchers have also found that the use of mobile phones lead to change in sleep patterns, leading to insomnia. Spending time staring on the screen has been associated with poor sleep efficiency and shorter sleep duration. The lack of sleep results in a host of medical problems, including a high risk of diabetes, heart attack, and depression. Moreover, constantly checking your social media can result in lack of self-esteem, confidence, and a sense of worthlessness. 5. Effects of mobile phones on social life. The negative effects of cell phones on social interactions are also a serious concern. The use of smartphones is taking a toll on our relationship with our friends. For most people, texting is better than talking to each other face to face. Today, people are more engrossed with their mobile phones than with the physical surroundings. This level of connectivity leads to a strain on their social lives. The fact is, mobile phones are replacing cherished personal moments with loved ones. They appreciate screen time more than FaceTime during personal interactions. People feel more at ease expressing sentiment through phone instead of face-to-face. Wow. The lack of social interaction used to increase cell phone usage leads to broken friendships. Friendships are so important. It creates social isolation that breeds emotional problems such as anxiety, depression, anger management issues, and other emotional problems. Cell phones are changing the way people interact with each other. Whether we want to or not, excessive mobile phone usage is damaging the social fabric of society. Smartphone usage is making people lose touch with reality. The phones are secluding us from our friends. Most of us prefer interaction with strangers through WhatsApp, Instagram, or Facebook rather than to connect with friends in real life. By constantly staring at our mobile screen, we are losing out on beautiful moments of life with close friends and family members. 6. The effect of cell phones on relationships. The use of smartphones has a negative effect on relationships. A partner who looks at the cell phone regularly during conversation gives the message that the phone is more important. This can leave the other partner feeling ignored and unappreciated. Spending time on phone rather than with each other can decrease intimacy. Constantly checking the phone disrupts communication during a romantic moment or a mealtime. It creates a feeling of rejection, which negatively impacts psychological health of a person. Using a mobile phone more often leads to a lack of emotional connection. Couples fail to have meaningful conversation when they are distracted by constantly checking their mobile phones. The maladaptive habit of checking mobile phones at random and especially at the wrong times can lead to strain in a relationship. The excessive use of mobile phones also manifests in changes in the behavior. It leads to increased irritability and impatience. This results in a feeling of animosity between the couples, resulting in lower relationship satisfaction level. Over time, the feelings fester and result in bitter fights between partners. Even a minor feeling of rejection can seem extremely painful, particularly to women. The hurt feeling can lead to a negative mood, reduced self-esteem, resentment, and anger. This ultimately leads to a discord, even resulting in a divorce. The best thing couples can do is to put the phone down and completely focus on the interaction. They need to take the eyes off the phone and focus on each other if they want to enjoy a blissful marital relationship. 7. Dangerous driving. The most dangerous effect of mobile phone usage is using a mobile phone while driving. Despite the fact that using mobile phones while driving is illegal, most people can't resist the urge to reply. Using mobile phones distract the attention of the driver. The driver who use mobile phones while driving have reduced visual information of the road ahead, which increases the risk of accidents that might even prove fatal. Teens mostly find it harder to not reply to every text message while driving. This has been largely blamed for teen motor vehicle accidents. When I'm exposed to such negative news about our current situation, I always remind myself of the old quote. Children today are tyrants. They contradict their parents, gobble their food, and tyrannize their teachers. I despair for the future. Socrates, 400 BC. Thank you, Socrates, for your wise words. However, we cannot proceed like this if we know for a fact that things are about to go pear-shaped. Thank you for joining me. It's time to look up. Goodbye.